Hey guys, welcome back. We are currently T-minus 3 days out from Mother's Day, and I've randomly decided to make my mom and both of my grandmas gifts. I originally was going to crochet something since crochet tends to be a little bit quicker, but I tried making some of those bouquet flowers and they were just not for me. They were very fiddly and I kind of thought we're just going to take more time anyways. But yeah, so after some scouring on the internet, I decided to make these socks. Very simple pattern. They're essentially just a tube with a little bit of shaping at the toe. So I was like, how hard can it be? 8mm needles, some chunky yarn. It won't take that long. So let's see how long it actually takes, and let's see if I can make 3 pairs of these socks in 3 days. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me as I knit them. I'm not gonna lie, I've already started. I started last night just to see if this was actually going to be feasible. So we are done a decent amount of the first sock. I did spend some time as well trying to learn how to knit 2 socks at once, and I was like, absolutely not. This is elongating the process right now. This is definitely going to take longer. I would like to learn how to do that though, because making this another like 5 times seems just ridiculous. I've also seen someone like knit a sock inside a sock. That seems really cool too, but you know, the brains weren't there yesterday. I just needed something mindless, like a little tube. It was already enough for me to try and figure out how to freaking do a magic loop with socks, because I do love knitting socks and I've made so many and I loved it. It was so much fun. But I have shorties and I find them really easy to work with. I hear people complain about them a lot. But obviously we needed 8mm needles for this pattern, so I had to learn the magic loop method. I think it's going okay so far. I was really worried that I'd get a seam kind of where the magic loop is, and it seems okay so far. This is definitely like a very messy, very different to my other socks. I'm going with it. Anyways, so it is currently Thursday morning. Mother's Day is on Sunday, maybe like a quarter way through the first sock. We have all day tomorrow. I am working this evening and tomorrow morning, but we have most of tomorrow, most of today, and most of Saturday as well to grind out a couple of these socks. I have no idea how many I'm going to make. It's going to be very interesting coming back and watching this in the future. Future me, please get it done. I'm about to go take my dog for a walk. I've made my own little yarn spinner so I can knit while I'm walking. So I'm thinking about popping my yarn on the needles and giving that a go. It is a little bit hard to walk and knit, I will say. I'm not there yet where I can just completely look away from my knitting. So I kind of, it's probably not the best thing to be doing, but I'm gonna give it a go. Okay, here are the results after this morning's walk. You know what, some progress was made, and I'm gonna keep on working on this today. We'll see how much of this we can get done, and I want to try and finish this off before I go to my shift this evening. I don't know if that's a little bit ambitious, but we're gonna try and putting it out there. Okay guys, massive progress. I'm just about to bind off this sock. It looks so messy. This is so not my type of knitting. I love to knit like really thin yarn, but it's okay. They're just for wearing at home, and maybe when I block it, it will kind of even out the stitches a little bit more. So But just at the toe, it's a really simple sock. Like you literally just knit a tube and then do a couple rows of decreases at the end to make a toe. I'm just gonna bind off these stitches and then we'll try it on and see how it looks. So this is how far we got before I had to go to work. I'm low-key in a bit of a rush now, but it's fine. I finished a whole sock. It looks very messy, but you know what, it's a sock. And I got this far through the second. So not too bad. I'm gonna go get ready for work and then hopefully I can do some in between my shifts. If not, maybe do a little bit more when I come home. But I am working again tomorrow morning, so might be it for today. So I'll see you all hopefully tonight, if not tomorrow after work. Okay guys, it is Friday morning. I just finished my shift at work. Finished one whole sock yesterday, and during my shift last night I was able to knit a little bit as well. So that was good. We're about 10 rows in out of 48 of this like wide section of the sock. So I'm hoping I can grind this out a little bit more now and hopefully finish this sock in like an hour. Is that ambitious? I want it to be done in an hour so I can get started on the next pair. I will say I'm a little bit disappointed in this sock. It's like, it's not my best work. I think the gauge was really off. I think this yarn wasn't thick enough for the needles I was using. So I might either hold this yarn with something for the next pair of socks or just go down a needle size so it's a little bit like nicer. But I'm gonna continue on with the sock and I'll hopefully see you in an hour with another completed sock. Okay guys, it is currently Friday 3 p.m. and I finished one pair of socks, which is good. At least I have one gift at the very least to give, probably to my mom. But yeah, like I said before, you know, the tension, she's a little whack. They look a little bit messy, but they're just like for home, just for warming up feet. I think it's gonna be okay. I'm trying to ignore that because I'm too far in now to do anything else. And I took a look at my interchangeable set because I said I wanted to size down my needles, but tell me why it jumped straight from 6 to 8. So that was a little bit annoying. So I've decided to just stick with the 8. I think the 6 will be too small. And this is the progress on the next sock. So 3 p.m. I'm dressed to go to the gym, so we're going to be there for about an hour. My previous estimate was very, very ambitious. It definitely took me longer than an hour to finish that next sock. I'm guessing this sock might take me the rest of the day, and then I'll have to crank out I'll have to crank out 3 socks tomorrow. That's just not feasible. Well, maybe it'll be a late night tonight. But I think at the very least I can get one whole other sock done. Yeah, fingers crossed. And yeah, we're gonna take a little break in a second to go to the gym and we'll be back to knitting. It's currently 7:20. Big moves. We have another sock. I'm so happy. I was not sure if I was going to get this done, but she's done. So we have 3 socks now out of the 6. We're halfway there, and it's Friday night. So I'm gonna keep on going. I want to cast on the next purple sock and potentially get most, if not all of it done tonight. Maybe I'll stay up kind of late. If not, I feel like it's going to be a little bit risky to get the rest done before Sunday. So that's where we're at. I'm going to hurry up and cast on my next purple sock. I am playing volleyball tonight, so that's a bit of a spanner in the works, but we'll bring it with us as well and knit on our way there and our way back. But yeah, we're halfway there, guys. This is good. It's Friday at 11:59 p.m. on my Saturday. And I just got back from volleyball and did a tiny bit of knitting. I'm so tired. I had to wake up at 4 a.m. for work this morning, so this was a battle. But we have made some progress on our next purple sock. It's looking pretty good so far. I've done 15 of these white rows out of 47. So we have a ways to go to complete this project still, but I cannot keep my eyes open anymore. So we're gonna pack this up, wake up nice and early tomorrow morning, finish it off, and hopefully do the other pair tomorrow as well, and finish it all in one day. I'm gonna go to bed now, and I'll see you in the morning. Alright, good morning guys. It is Saturday morning at 9, and we have a little bit more progress on the second pair of socks. We're going to be spending a little bit of time with family today, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do this in the morning, but we're going to grind while in the car. Okay guys, we have some progress. Currently Saturday 1 p.m. and we officially have 2 pairs of socks done. I'm so happy. I finished this second purple sock while I was at lunch with my grandma, who I need to give it to, so trying to be a little bit sneaky while I was doing it as well. So happy. And I cast on and did the colorwork rows of the first of the last pair of socks. So we're starting on the last pair at 1 p.m. the day that we need to finish them. I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a long night, but it's looking good so far. I actually kind of like the yellow colorway. It's pretty cute. I'm making these ones slightly bigger from my grandma that has bigger feet. So these ones might take a little bit longer. I'm also kind of running out of yarn. Oh my god, don't ignore how disgusting this is border, but this is all I have left. So I'm praying it's enough to get me through. Maybe these socks will be slightly shorter, so I have enough yarn. We're getting there. This is a significant amount of knitting. I don't think I've ever knit this much in such a short period of time. But yeah, we are going to sit here and knit this for a bit before I have to run some more errands. And I'm potentially going to a movie tonight as well, which means less knitting time, but it's okay. So let's sit and knit for a little bit on this yellow sock, and before we have to get started on some more errands. Before we do that, I want to show you what these socks look like because they're looking pretty cute already. They're really soft, super warm. So here is what they're looking like. Very, very loosely knit and very messy. There they are. Okay, I had to get changed. It was so hot in here, but we have another sock. So I totally delayed my errands. It's now 3:20 and we have our first yellow sock done. We have one more sock to go. So this challenge is finally looking like it's possible. I thought for a second I was not going to get it done. But the sock is slightly wider and slightly shorter, a little bit different because I'm trying to preserve a little bit of yarn. I'm almost out, but this is a really good update. I haven't woven in the ends yet for this one, but I'm going to start right away on the next one. I'm about to cast it on now, but I have plenty of time to finish that one off, so I think we're looking good. So let's cast on the next sock. Okay guys, so we're all ready to go to dinner and the cinema after. Quick update, amongst my errands, I've done a decent amount of the last sock. I'm so excited. I think I'm on row 33 of 42, and then I'll start decreasing for the toe, so we're almost there. We're catching the bus to the city for dinner and the cinema, so I'm going to bring this with me and hopefully finish this on the way, maybe weave in my ends on the way back. But otherwise, the other 5 socks ends are completely woven in, they're ready to go for tomorrow for Mother's Day. I'm very excited to gift these. It feels like so much material. I can't believe I've done this in 3 days. Like, that's just insane. So we're almost there. Let's finish off this sock. Okay guys, it is just past midnight, technically Sunday morning, but we did it. We've made 3 pairs of socks in 3 days. I'm so happy it's done, and I never want to look at these socks again. We just came back from the cinema, got some knitting done on the bus, and just finished off this sock before midnight. I'm so happy, and I'll weave in these ends tomorrow, but for now it's time for bed. Okay guys, it is Sunday morning, it's Mother's Day, and we have all 6 socks done. We made 3 pairs of socks in 3 days. I am so happy. I got my mom to try them on and she loves them. This was a really fun challenge. I would never be doing this again. I never want to see this sock pattern again, but I think they turned out really cute. I love the stripes. The colours are really cute and they are so warm and cozy. Yeah, so thank you for joining me on this challenge. I hope you enjoyed watching me suffering through these 6 pairs of socks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!